and the crowd goes wild. Hey, Tim Wanger. Hey, buddy. Hey, Tim Wanger, buddy. Guess what? Yeah, we got ourselves a banger. Ooh-wee. Yeah, you heard the man. Nothing short of a banger here. Here's the thing. I started going through it, and, from what I was seeing, I couldn't contain myself, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna jump right into it, and you're gonna get something of a genuine reaction to an extent. All right, there's a lot to get to, so we're gonna dive right in here. All right, greetings, agents. CM Fragment, of course. The forces of the underworld. Have reached out to Marvel Future Fight in order to stop the new world boss, Mephisto. Yes, we got Mephisto. I'm sure you're aware, right? I mean, Discord and all the chats they're blowing up with. We got Mephisto. We got the world boss legend, and I'm really happy about that. I couldn't even tell you how happy I am. I mean, you saw the reaction, right? You saw that. And we need a little change from Null. It's been Null all day long. So, and you better believe that we're gonna get this unlocked, and we're gonna start treading the waters. Day numero uno. As soon as the update drops. Although I do have a rather large work related project coming up, but I'm gonna try to squeeze this in best of my abilities. All right. So in order to stop the new world boss Mephisto, fight along with the planet's earliest protectors, the Eternals and the modern heroes of New York, the Defenders, of course. We already knew that was coming. We have prepared our agents to enjoy various superheroes from Marvel history, with the Eternals and the Defenders coming ahead in Marvel Future Fight during March. The Prime Eternal is here. Numero uno, Icarus, has been added. Yes. Upgraded Defenders, 4 new uniforms in Tier 3 and Potential Awakening have been added for Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage. So yes, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage all have Awakening, and then Daredevil, he got a Tier 3 and a rather nice one at that. I'm digging it. I am digging it. Okay, so challenge, World Boss Legend difficulty, Mephisto, with the heroes who receive new powers. Also, improvements such as the addition of Alliance Weekly Contribution Rewards and Upgrade Max for gears up to 25 have been added. So we'll get to that. They have some details a little further along. So new hero, Icarus. Okay, so let's check out some of what's going on. Let's see what he's got all up in his kit here. Okay, so he is a bio sub character, but they are going to put him in the normal pass for the future pass, the season pass, right? They're gonna put him, so you'll be able to get him for free. He's in the normal one. You don't have to pay any money for him. It'll probably be towards the end or the middle, however they've been doing it. I think they show us a little further on. So you don't have to pay for them, but if you want to get them early, obviously you pay the $10 or whatever it is in your currency. It's $10 American, and you can get him early. But at this point, he's really not like all the important game modes, right? Unless you're doing like AC, maybe he could be using Timeline. But he doesn't have a Tier 3 or Transcendence, so you can't bring him into World Boss Legend or like Danger Room Extreme. So let's read on. So he's got a really nice leadership, 60% all attacks to Eternal allies. So that means we're getting more Eternals. I mean, we kind of assume that, but this is concrete evidence, right? Otherwise, it would just say leadership applies to self, kind of like Deadpool's. All right, so his passive. He gets super armor and all defense, which is pretty useful, and he gets HP when is below 99 and a 4% recovery max HP below 99%. Okay, so that's similar to like Deadpool, Wolverine passive, Hulk. I think Abomination has something or other like that as well. All right, so applies to self. His other passive is skill damage, bonus damage, and decreased damage received. That's kind of per the usual. And let's see. Okay, so first skill. So in the live stream, they demonstrated all his skills. He does. So important things to note. So, okay, so he has silence on his first. And he's got some incapacitation. Let's see. He's got some burn damage. So, that's if he would be able to be used, right? So let's say he's mid-month tier 3 or I don't know. Maybe he gets an awakening. So far he has two of the parameters, right, for canceling the roar. Okay, ignore target dodge rate by 30. That could be useful in terms of null if he gets, you know, if he gets the tier 3 of Transcended. So he has more burn, more silence, more incapacitation, and he's got accumulation. He's got accumulation based on damage dealt, which is excellent. But at this point, it's only 0.6 increase of all attacks. So you'll see somebody else has double that. Actually, somebody else further down has double that. Like, to give you reference, Sentry is 1. Sentry is 1. I believe Beta Ray Bill is, I'm actually going to find out what's Beta Ray Bill's accumulation. On his 6, it's 0.7. So it's, I believe Thor has 0.6. Let's, I'm just going to check here. I believe Thor has 0.6. Yeah, so it's basically the same as Thor's. Okay, now it gets interesting. He's got basically the same. Okay, so it's a VPAD skill, it's a moving skill, and he has ignore targeting effect. So, you know, something like Silver Surfers, like rogues, he's got some all defense down, which I don't know. I don't find all defense down to really be important anymore. It's just really, you know, unless you're playing world boss. He's got more burn. He's got some stun, fear, incapacitation. He's got more all defense down, and he has 50% penetration, which, I don't know. You know, it's like, you know, give him 80, right? He's an Eternal. I'm guessing, though, I'm hoping that, you know, hopefully, you know, I mean, he's a leader of the Eternals. You would think that he's going to get, he's going to get something, you know, tier 3, maybe down the road, right, when they start releasing more of these Eternals. We don't know what their plan is. Okay, Daredevil here. My man Daredevil. Okay, we're getting to the defenders. Okay, so he's got a really nice uniform effect. So active when dodging applies to self 30% recovery max HP. So for every 9 seconds, he gets a 30% HP recovery. Okay, his one of his passives is ignore dodge rate by 70%. That's excellent. That's going to be really useful when it comes to null. And he's got immunity to blind effect. Okay, I mean, whatever. Okay, applies to enemies. This is his first skill. So he's got stun for 3 seconds. All right. Yeah, his 1 and 2, from on paper, nothing really spicy about him. 3 is really nice. So he's got it's a counteract when defending against an enemy attack and enables attacking enemies who have activated the ignore targeting effect. So he's got like Silver Surfer 3rd and Rogue Rogue 3rd. Actually, hang on a second. So this one okay, Icarus. The difference is Icarus isn't a counter attack. He could just ignore iframe. So it's like, so Icarus is actually like Sentry's first or Sentry's 5th. Okay, so I kind of misspoke there a little bit. This one is like Silver Surfer's 3rd and in Rogue's 3rd. He's got the counter attack. Okay, so he's got stun, fracture, paralysis. That could be useful for ABX, right? 50% penetration, 100% immunity all damage for 3 seconds. Okay, he's got a buff for 80% for 1 attack, which could be really useful. And he's got accumulation, the same accumulation as Sentry, so it's 1% per 1%, which is pretty darn good. Let's see what else he got here. Incapacitation. He's got some all defense down. Like I said, I don't find that to be all that useful. He's got invincibility for 5 seconds, which is pretty nice. So he's for 16-second coolness, so 8. And then he's got the, so I mean, he could be a really good PvP character, to be completely honest with you. And on his 5th, which actually looks really cool, he karate kicks his staff at the enemies. It's pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, you'll see it soon, right? The update's going to be dropping anytime now. Okay, so he's got stun, he's got fracture for 10 seconds, incapacitation again, and some all defense down here. All right, Luke Cage here. And I'm not spending too much time on this. I know the video is going to be long, so we're going to try to breeze through it here and, just point out the important stuff. All right, so he's got, so his uniform effect is, applies to all defender allies, and this is what I really like. This is what I really like is that they have a lot of synergy within the defenders. It's excellent. So ignore target dodge rate by 35%. So that means if you put him on the same team with Daredevil, he's got over 100% ignore dodge, right? Because Daredevil has 70%. He's going to have 105% ignore dodge, which is going to be excellent for Null. We don't know what the counteract to Mephisto is going to be yet. If it's he's going to have like high dodge rate like Null does. All right, so his leadership applies to all defender allies. He's got the debuff. When debuffed, 100% chance to become immune to physical damage. Okay, and removes all debuffs. So he's got the same passive as Jean Grey, plus there's a 6-second immunity to all damage, which I'd say is really nice. Going to be really good for like AC, right? I don't know how useful this will be for PvE. Like you wouldn't want to give him that leadership. You wouldn't want to rock that leadership going into Null or Mephisto, right? Probably not. You want an all attack or something or other like that. All right. So his passive is when HP is below 99%, he gets a 5% recovery for every 2 seconds, which is really, really nice. His survivability is gonna go through the roof here. Now this is just your neighborhood friendly sneaky bandit coming at you, giving you a reminder. Now this should come out before the maintenance, and I'm telling you, don't play World Boss if you haven't already. Don't play World Boss and that's if you want to unlock Mephisto as soon as possible because of the requirements, right? Same thing as Null. It's you got to do the five clears of every single World Boss. So don't play World Boss until after reset, if you're able to, of course. I mean, you just delay it a day, but that's my friendly reminder to you. All right, Sneaky Bandit out. All right, I had to check. All right, to give you an idea, so Hulk's passive is he gets a 3% recovery every 1 second. So it's almost there. He gets 5% every 2 seconds. So you do the math. All right, and then his tier 2 passive is actually his same passive as he had. 30% increase to HP. Actually, I think they might have added the HP. I'm going to double check here real quick. But the reflect is still the same there. So, yeah, so they added the HP. And so they added 30% increase to HP. The reflect is still exactly the same. All right, so 1, nothing. He's got a stun. 2, it's just, nothing spicy there. 3, so he gets 100% immunity to all damage for 5 seconds. And he gets increased. He gets an attack buff. Okay, so he gets the same accumulation as Sharon Rogers and Shadow Shell have. So it's based on damage received. It could be useful, right, if used in the right way. If you use Sharon Rogers in the right way, she's deadly, right? Like I've been saying, she's one of my best, fastest, easiest null clears, safest null clears. So I could see that being useful. So don't shake a stick at accumulation based on damage received. You just gotta be a little more, have a little more finesse with it. All right, he gets a stun on 4, incapacitation. He gets some all D for 35%, decrease all defenses. Okay, 35%, like why? I'm confused about that, but like I said, all defense down doesn't, for me, all defense down really doesn't matter. I don't know how many of you are actually playing World Boss still, but even so, right, you get a little bit of pierce on your cards and you really don't need the all defense down. All right, so 5 is, so it's basically like Sentry's first or 5th skill. He has the ignore targeting. It's not the counter attack. I misspoke on that earlier for Icarus's 3rd or 4th, maybe it's his 4th. All right, but he has some stun, a fracture, and he has 50% penetration and invincibility for 5 seconds. Not too shabby. I could see him definitely being right a big threat in PvP. All right, now we get to Jewel. Okay, this is where it gets extra spicy. I was really excited when I got to this point right here, because she is basically she's a support character for the defenders. Is what it's looking like. So she gets, all right, so her uniform effect is when HP is below 35%, hang on, applies to defender allies. Okay, so I don't know, maybe that line should have been above that other line there, but to all defender allies, decrease all damage received by 95% for 10 seconds. So it's got that long cooldown, but, you know, it's like you get a kind of a lot of bang for your buck there, but, you know, then you don't get anything off for a little while. So I'm guessing that line should have been above the other one there. That's what's confusing me a little bit about the read. Okay, and then her next passive is applies to self. She gets a 50% increase to all attack and 100% immune to mind damage. But her tier 2 passive is applies to all defender allies. She gets a 50%. They get a 50% increase to all attacks. So it's just all straight up all attacks. 100% chance to become immune to mind damage. So basically the same passive as her. Will that be useful anywhere? You know, some AC content, maybe. Yeah. Maybe Jean Grey, right? She does mind damage. Maybe in timeline if you're fighting a Jean Grey. Activation rate when HP is below 35%, they get a 25% recovery of max HP for every 100 seconds. So you got both these 100-second cooldowns, but you get quite a bit, right? And for, like, say, an AC match or a timeline match, maybe an Alliance tournament match. I don't know. They might be that good. They might be that good. We'll see. It might shake things up, right? Because the match it's not even that long. It's not even that long, but you know your runs for Null and Mephisto, those are obviously gonna that'll activate, you know, at least a couple times if the match runs long enough. But I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so her okay. So that was what? I'm confused about that. Okay, so her tier 2 passive, it says here, right? It says tier 1, tier 2. I'm not really sure. Okay. Anyways, another tier 2 passive. Enhances effects of skill, telepathic resistance. So she gets super armor, all defenses. She reflects 70% of physical damage received, up to 100% max of max attack, increased skill damage, and bonus damage by 30%. So I believe that's very similar to what she has right now. I'm just going to double check. I'm actually not familiar with it. So yeah, it looks like the same exact passive as she has. She's just getting more. She's getting 10% more skill damage and bonus damage. Okay, so she has a stun on her first. She's got a stun and a fracture on her second. So she has, okay, so it's ignore targeting. So it's like sentries first, sentries fifth, right? It's not the counteract, but it is ignore targeting, which is really powerful in PvP. And she gets a stun, she gets a silence for 2 seconds, 100% chance of missing attack to her enemies. That could be pretty useful. It definitely has PvP written all over it. So you get incapacitation, 100% chance immunity to all damage for 2 seconds, kind of low. On a 30-second, on a 30-second cooldown, I mean that's a rather long cooldown for that. I'd say. Actually, you know what? I didn't even. Do any of the others have that really long cooldown? No. She's the only one that has that really long cooldown there. That's really strange. 30 seconds, huh? I mean, it's got to be a powerful skill. I'm guessing it's going to be a powerful skill if it has a 30-second cooldown. You know, max cooldown is going to be 15 seconds, obviously. All right, so her fourth, she has a stun. She has a 40% attack buff for 10 seconds, which is pretty nice. She's got a stun for 2 seconds. She has small defense down to 55%. She has a 5 seconds invincibility, and she has another attack buff, 35%. She has speed and then crit rate for 35%, and removes incapacitation. All right, now here's where we get extra nice and extra spicy, and this is where I like it. This is what I like to see. All right, so my man's got Man Iron Fist, the living weapon. He's got, okay, when HP is below 50%, he gets a 30% recovery and invincibility for 5 seconds every 20 seconds. Every 20 seconds. Not too shabby. That invincibility, if it was just the max HP, you know, but that invincibility as well, that's not bad. You can't shake a stick at that, my friend. All right, so he gets 60%. So he's got the leadership to all defender allies, 60% increase of all attacks. Man, these three together, or there's four of them. There's 4 of them, right? So, you know, whatever 3 you put together, I mean, they're gonna make a team. I'm telling you that. I believe it. I'm probably in both PvE and PvP. So you're gonna have a decision to make there. What do you want to build him for? Okay, so his passive is his Power of Xiao Lao passive activation rate 10% chance when attacking, applies itself 30% increase of all attacks and it's got a 1 second cooldown. So basically, I mean, that's basically 30% increase all attacks, like all the time, right? I would think so. I can't see that like never if it only has a 1 second cooldown on it. All right, his charging tier 2 passive is he gets increased guaranteed dodge rate by 35%, increased guaranteed crit rate by 35%, and then he gets some skill damage, bonus damage, 25% each. All right, so his infinite chain hit. Hang on, where's his first skill? Am I missing something here? 1, 2. He only has 4 skills. That's weird. Okay. Anyways, yeah. If you saw the live stream, it wasn't an infinite. It was like one punch, and that was it. I was expecting something. It was very anticlimactic. Why they would call that one infinite chain hit, I don't know. But in any case, it's got paralysis. For one, ignores immunity, which is pretty nice. Okay, so his third skill is Chi Flow. Is 30% increase of energy attack for 7 seconds. You got that buff, very nice. 100% immunity to all damage for 5 seconds, very nice. And then here's where it gets pretty nice. So he gets, so he has accumulation based on damage dealt, and it's 1.2. It's 1.2. The only person in the game that has more is Mystique. Mystique has 1.4. But like, give you an idea, like Sentries is 1%. I believe Null is 1%. I'm just checking right now. I'm not going to pull that down for this. Yeah. So so I mean, we could see. I'm guessing Iron Fist is going to be good. I'm guessing he's going to be good, and you better believe. I'm going to try to build up all these characters. Like as soon as possible. I should be able to. I really shouldn't have any bottlenecks. The only bottleneck really is like ISO 8 set, right? For me, anyways. But we'll figure that out. All right. So he gets 40% burn damage. So as of this point, he has paralysis and he has burn. I don't see silence. Oh, there it is on his 5th. So he's got all of them. And my guy is a combat. So at this, I mean, I just built up Venom, right? I just made that Venom video, Venom meta, and for ABX, and now it looks like he's going to get replaced. I'm guessing this man is going to take his spot. Just based on that accumulation, because Venom's accumulation is on his tier 3, and you cancel it right away. This guy, or at least using combination. Nah, I can't even see using combination, because Venom's got to be in the whole time, because you need that constant flow of things. So he's gonna, I'm guessing probably him and Valkyrie is going to be the case. Damn, I'm going to have to strip Venom now. All right. Skill 4, yeah, he's got the burn damage. He got some all defense down for 50%. And on his 5th, his fifth looked absolutely beautiful in the live stream. He's got the dragon that just comes out of the sky. I don't know. I can't even explain it. It's so pretty. So he's got stun, silence, 50% chance to penetrate, super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune. He's got an attack buff for 40%. All attack, all defense, 1% speed, 40% crit rate, and removes incapacitation. Okay, now here we go. We got so all these characters here, total of 10 heroes are getting their potential. You can level them up to level 70. You got Icarus, you got Black Cat, you got MODOK, right? I mean, I'm going straight for MODOK. Luke Cage, of course, Elektra, Jessica Jones, Misty Knight, Hellcat, Absorb Me Man, and Titana. Okay, all right, Daredevil, tier 3 ultimate skill. To be honest, I haven't even really looked at these. Okay, so he has strengthened. Actually, I got to check something. All right, so they're all combat. Okay, this guy's speed. Okay, he's speed and he stays a hero. That's what I wanted to see. I don't know. Maybe he could be used for ABX. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see through testing. But he's got the silence here. So, all right. Okay, so he's got silence. 100% chance of missing it for 10 seconds. That's pretty crazy. Ignores target dodge rate for 10 seconds by 100%. Invincibility for 10 seconds. And he gets 40% increase to all attacks. That's pretty insane. All right, I'm trying to zoom in here so you guys can see the skill there if you haven't seen it already. But it looks amazing. It's like you're seeing things through Daredevil's eyes, right? He's got that vision. I mean, that looks so good. And those buffs on it, Whoo, boy, man, he's gonna be a force, man. He's gonna be a force to be reckoned with here. All right, where were we now? Okay, so obviously Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones all get the awakening here, and you know it's you know per the usual with the awakenings, they all you know show up and join in on their awakening skill, and they're all pretty much very similar, right? Luke Cage has paralysis. He's got the crit rate, crit damage buff, ignore target dodge rate by 70%. Very nice. Invincibility for 8 seconds. Removes all debuffs for 7, and then he has a 50% attack buff for 1 attack, plus all attack, all defenses for 25. It's pretty per the usual. Hers is pretty much exactly the same. She has 60% for 1 attack, and Iron Fist is let's see, 50% for 1 attack. But yeah, they all look basically very similar, and here it is. There's all 3 of them, and I mean it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, I mean obviously you're gonna see some small differences between you know each one, but nothing major. All right, now here's where it gets hot and heavy. It gets spicy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Mephisto, World Boss Legend. Man, I'm so excited for this, because I'll tell you what, you know, playing Null every single day, it's a little tiring. All right, I just gotta move this. I don't want things to get messed up here. Okay, so we got Mephisto, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. All right, if you're ready to take on his rage, challenge yourself with the Legend difficulty. Only Tier 3 and Transcendent potential heroes can enter stage. Of course, we already know. All right, now you okay. You know how Null drops a mighty energy? Well, my friend Mephisto here drops a mighty regen. I'm not super interested in those, but I know a lot of people who are. The drop rate, I mean, you know, I've heard people getting them, a handful as a matter of fact, but I've never gotten one myself. All right, to unlock Mephisto, it says you must clear all the challenges below. So you got to clear World Boss Ultimate 5 times for all the world bosses that have the ultimate difficulty. So I'm guessing this is just going to be, you just got to clear Null 5 times. No, I'm sorry. Legend is you got to clear all the world bosses, not just Null. I don't know why I was getting those mixed up. In any case, I'm gonna be bypassing this. I'm gonna bypass this, and I'm gonna go straight for the kill, man. Straight for the kill. I do not want to wait. I'm going to get right to it. So it says various entry requirements will be added as you advance to each difficulty. So it's basically like, you know, just like Null. Like stage 15, it shows it's male. All male heroes. It looks like it might be exactly the same, because it was all male for Null 15. Why couldn't they do something different? I don't know. Why do they do this? You know, spice it up a little bit. Make it a little bit different. Like you could have put female for you know, I mean, just kind of reverse it a little bit. Come on, guys. Come on. All right, so stage completion main rewards are as follows. Potential percentage increase for participating heroes and allies. Rewards for each conquer level. It's same thing as Null, except you get a mighty regen, except instead of a mighty energy. All right, so conquer level rewards. I think this is just telling you all the things. So 2000 EOD, 1950 TCP. So this must just be once you get through the whole entire thing. You get through, you'll get a total of 4 Odin's Blessings, 2 CTPs. I got my CTP level of conquer level 50 from Null, and I got a greed, because I'm so greedy. You get 300 Valor. Okay, very nice. And then here are the regular stage clear rewards. Like I said, it's basically same thing, just mighty regen. But I'm so happy about this. And if you saw on the live stream, like, you know, it looks a lot different than Null. Like, you know, you got to run through these circles and like in a certain amount of time, and you know, there's just like certain things you got to do, and you know, there's strategy involved and learning how to do this and that. And I'm stoked about it, guys. I'm stoked. And let me know if you're excited to see me bring you some Mephisto content. I'll pave the way, ladies and gents. All right, weekly okay, so here's something new. Alliance weekly contribution. It's been added to Alliance rewards. So please contribute more to promote your islands. Okay, so the reward, they don't look that spicy. I mean, it's clear tickets and some gold. It's clear tickets and some gold. And I'm not really going to read this. It's just talking about joining an alliance if you're not already part of one. But, like, so, okay, so a daily contribution, you get 90,000 gold and 35 clear tickets. A week, you get 670,000. I mean, okay. So, rewards in a week, 1.3 million. Like, in a week? Like, can you give that to us in a day? Come on, man. Wait, what? Why even put that? Why even waste your time put this in the game for like such little benefit? Like you literally like that should be on a daily basis. 1.3 million gold on a daily basis. I mean, yeah. Like why? Why 90,000 gold? And like what can you possibly do with 90,000? You can't even roll your ISO 8 set 20 times for 90,000 gold. No, you need much more than that. You need a lot more than that. I mean, come on, guys. And it's just talking about weekly contribution is displayed. Okay, so here's where we get some more nice and juicy stuff. Okay, so there's a future pass, and it's telling us the rewards. Okay, so Icarus is all the way at the end. Like I said, Icarus is all the way at the end of it. That's where he is, and I'm pretty stoked about these icons. We got a Wanda icon and we got a Ghost Rider icon. So I haven't got the future pass for the last two, or the mythic pass. I got the legendary pass because I like the awakening crystals, but I haven't got the mythic, and I got it every single month just because that's just what I do. But last two, I said, you know what's the actual benefit? Like I don't really need a lot of those other materials. Maybe the hidden tickets, like that would have been, you know, what would draw me to it. But the icon in this one, I'm definitely getting it. That Ghost Rider icon is mine. I might have to replace my Null icon. And okay, so it says you can't be refunded. All right, well we got this Daredevil one too. Okay, so that's gonna be from the tokens, right? That looks really cool too. I haven't seen that yet. Oh man, dude, this is gonna be a tough job. I'm gonna have to rotate. All three of them. Okay, so you got a uniform collection. You get 1 million gold if you upgrade them all. This is saying that, okay, so you know how from 15 to upgrading the gear from 15 to 20, you could just hit the button, it'll do it all the way through. This is saying you could do the same thing from 21 to 25. Now, well, 20 to 25, I would imagine. See, the thing is this: what if you only want to upgrade it to 22? You might have to sit there and hit the button over and over again, like you would have to do from 15 to 20. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, so you know. Something boring about the Shield Academy mission that nobody really cares about. The description text of effects that are available at all times, which activate again after a certain amount of time. Cooldown time when the effect has expired has been changed. So, you know, things like Crescent's IO. All right, Gambit, so it's 5th skill. The name's been changed from Royal Flush to Cardstorm. Labels stickers such as Flame, Physical Mind, have been added to mark the attack type and team skill section. Okay. All right. So the animation of Deadpool's skill so his new uniform has been fixed. I never really knew it was broke. Okay. So the honor token shop has been removed. We all knew that was coming, right? They gave us a discount there. You get 100 per gold for every token you have left. All right, so when leaving the game screen for over a certain amount of time until the battle ends, after entering an AC match, the battle will will be processed as defeated. So I'm guessing if you force closed out of an AC match, it's just gonna be defeated. Some skills have been improved to be used more easily in World Boss Null. Okay, Sharon Rogers, her 6th skill. Okay, so maybe you don't got to sit on Daddy's lap anymore to actually use it, which is nice. And then Deadpool's. Okay, where's Gwenum's? Where's Gwenum? That would be nice and useful if you fix Gwenum's, because Deadpool especially on that uniform, at least testing I did, he wasn't really that good. Was not really that good. All right, so here's some games. All right, so I just went ahead and I read through the rest of these, and there's really nothing really important to note. Maybe besides Where is it? The notice pop-up has been changed to comply. So this is applying to AC. Has been changed to comply with the currently applied victory defeat decision algorithm for Alliance Conquest, and the battle ends due to time running out. So the sum of the percentage of remaining HP for each character that is still alive, excluding heroes that have revived, when there's a draw, the defending side is victorious. So you could still go, sounds like you could still go into a match, even like say there's 30 seconds left, right, on the clock. The round's going to end 30 seconds. You go in there and you know, I obviously you probably have to be on the second team at this point. I'm not exactly sure, you know, the specifics, but it sounds like you could still go in there and you could still get the victory, right? Say it's the last zone in you know, in node 5, and you know, you want to get that zone before the timer runs out. You can go in there, and you don't have to complete the match fully in order to get that victory. That's what it sounds like. The issue of being able to dodge World Boss Null's instant kill pattern by using Reflect has been changed. I haven't really seen anything like that. I mean, Silver Surfer with his Reflect, but you know, I only used him for that video, and that's basically it. And that's pretty much it. I'm not really sure about this. This never happened to me. I don't know if this happened to you. The issue where the stage of normally ending when skipping the pattern of Thor's appearance in Null's last. So when Thor comes down with his hammer, it sounds like there was an issue with like the stage just ending on you. That's never happened to me. I'm not sure if that's happened to anybody else out there. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm definitely looking forward to our guy Mephisto. So you would think he's going to be a playable character in the game, right? Just like Null. Just like Null after some time. I mean, how long was it? It wasn't long after we got his World Boss Legend that he actually became a playable character. And he's Blast, by the way. Mephisto is Blast. So, you know, speed characters, right? Daredevil. Now, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, they're all combat, so they have that type disadvantage. But, you know, all our speed characters, you know, maybe Quicksilver could become useful here again. I mean, he's not that bad for Null. He's just, you know, I put the energy on him, and he's just, I've used him some more, and he's pretty tricky to play. But I'm stoked about this, guys. Let me know if you want to see Mephisto content, you know, ASAP. You know, I'll like I said, I'll pave the way. Somebody said, somebody messaged me on Discord, said, are you gonna be our instructor for Mephisto like you were for Null? You better believe it, ladies and gentlemen. You better believe it. So, guys, let me know how excited you are for this update, because I certainly am. And what character are you looking forward to most in this update? I have to say I'm a little disappointed that Icarus doesn't have anything right now, but you know, don't fret. He could certainly get he could get the tier 3, get the mid-month tier 3, or you know, thing is this, you know, people are speculating that like it might be Elektra, you know, Kingpin, but I don't know. I would hope that it's this guy, because the thing is this, like he without tier 3 or Transcendence, you can't, right? You want to use him in Danger Room Extreme. You want to use him in, I mean, you could use him in GBR without him being tier 3, but you know, it's just that much better with the tier 3 Transcendence. So you know, you want to be able to take him in a Mephisto now, in the Null. So yeah, I'm hoping. Let me know if you're counting on this guy getting the mid-month tier 3, or who you want to actually get the mid-month tier 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it there. I'm stoked. I hope you are too. So listen up. You better stay tuned. You stay breezy, and most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Peace. Better listen up. Yeah, yo, Tim Wanger, guess what? We got a banger.